Hi, my name is Anita Kozlowski and I am an NLP Master trainer and hypnotist. And I've trained thousands of people around the world on 3 continents, ranging from Southeast Asia to United States and Canada and Europe. Many times people ask me how to find a good NLP training. And you may be thinking I'm an NLP trainer and maybe I will give you a biased answer directing people to my training. But far from the truth. I am speaking as a student and an objective kind of member of community where NLP training is happening all over the world. And some trainings are really good and some aren't. And here is my perspective. NLP as a science of the mind is a very rich and deep science and a very powerful transformational process which focuses on how people create their subjective experience, which sounds very scientific, but basically how you create your own reality and how can you achieve better results. In essence, it seems very simple, but it's really not, because the depths and the widths and the breadths and sophistication of human reality and human thinking process is extraordinary. And in order to use NLP successfully for rapid transformation, you have to learn it the way it's meant to be learned. So, in other words, you have to learn. There has to be a mechanism in the training by which you understand the principles, learn the principles by which you will uncover and understand what's happening in front of you. You must learn hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis, which is the underlying mother science of NLP, which is a hypnotic model. Ericksonian hypnosis is a strategic hypnosis model using permissive hypnosis to elicit elegant, covertly powerful, immediate results. And it's all based on very solid principles, which we need to understand. So at the end of the day, when you finish the training, you can handle any client that comes to you with any questions that shows up, because equipped with the principles and understanding of the process of how this methodology works, you'll be able to adapt it to any client, realizing that it's not a technique-based study, but a principle-based study. You need to learn through case studies. You have to actually unpackage and tackle complicated case studies so that your thinking process that is required to do the work is actually trained. I think it's impossible to learn NLP without seeing a live person in front of you. You have to practice with a real human being that will present you with all kinds of spontaneous challenges to practice what you've learned. And through practice, you're learning, you're gathering experience, you are formulating questions that you need to be able to ask at the end. I've seen so many different programs and trainings where the trainer was controlling that question-answer period, really avoiding answering the questions because perhaps they were not sure how to answer potential questions. This kind of playing safe really robs the student of an opportunity to learn and robs the trainer from learning how people learn. So you need to be in a situation where you are going to be challenged, tested, where you will face unknowns, where you will ask big questions, where you will explore things from a whole new perspective, and in the process discover something. I always emphasize that learning is not about getting, learning is about becoming, so that you become, through discovery, through your own accelerating aha moments, frustrations, that always happens through the process of discovery, become competent, become masterful, become really good. You have to break through your own fear in the program, fear of failure, fear of making a mistake, fear of upsetting someone. Just go and do it and see what happens, see the magic, become excited about it, fascinated by what you are finding rather than scared of what you may not do correctly. And this kind of canned trainings that are always the same from group to group to group, script-based, are a complete waste of time because human beings are not scripted. Every person that you meet, that you see, that you are facing as a practitioner is a unique entity. unique set of challenges, unique set of questions, unique set of experiences that are uniquely present in front of you. And you need to be prepared to communicate and transform whatever it is that you're presented with, of course, with their permission. Ethical aspect of training is very critical because you will be equipped with some really powerful methods to influence. Use them ethically. Good for me, good for the world at large, and good for you. Make sure that this ethical aspect is covered. Next one. What kind of experience does the trainer have? I've seen so many trainers who are speaking theoretically, books and articles, but I have never really seen a real client, never really experienced transforming anything. Ask about that experience and ask for some testimonies of people who have been transformed through the work of that trainer, because without experience, real human experience, training becomes quite empty. It becomes a linear process rather than an experiential process which comes from experience and also compassion that develops through that process. Ask whether the training is based on techniques or is it asking deeper questions. I always say that when a training is based on just techniques and tactics and doesn't address the process of thinking that's required to create those techniques, you are wasting your time and wasting your money, because techniques will not work the same for every human being. Every human being is different and is going to require a whole unique and different approach. And you need to be prepared to use that approach that's uniquely designed for each person uniquely, so that you can elicit change and help someone individually, rather than expect every person is going to behave in the same fashion across the board. That doesn't happen. It does not exist in real life. So when you are looking for an NLP training, a really good NLP training, you also need to have fun in the program. It needs to be challenging so that you face your fears, you face your inner struggles to give up control. And you also discover, you also play, you also reconnect with that aspect of yourself, which is that playful child that just loves to discover new things. It's a tedious task to find a good NLP training because you must ask many questions, talk to many people who have completed the training, and most importantly, ask what kind of results have they achieved as a result of this training? What are they actually doing in their lives? Are they practicing? Are they seeing clients? Are those clients happy with what happens as a result of sitting in front of them? Those are important questions to ask. Ask those questions. Now, if you want to take my training, all you have to do is click on the link below and check schedules on my website, which are changing currently due to the circumstances that we are all in this world. You may book a free appointment, 30-minute session with me to talk to me personally and ask me all kinds of questions that you need answered before you make this very important decision for yourself. Remember, you are entrusting your own consciousness to someone, because we are going deep. We are going deep into your unconscious mind, which drives your results, where all your patterns are hidden, your beliefs, your values, your identifications. Your consciousness is the most important thing that you have. Be careful whom you entrusted, whom you allow to play with your mind and teaching you how to play with the mind of other people ethically. So give me a shout, click on the link below, and I would love to answer some questions and discuss this important matter with you. See you soon, hopefully.